Everybody. Today is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. It's been a long one. I am here at the office kind of late, but that's normal for me because when you're self-employed, there's a lot of sacrificing, there's a lot of long hours, there's so much that you have to do. That you have to do in a business. And when you're by yourself, especially running the business by yourself, things are very challenging because you're not just working one position, you're being 10 people all at the same time. So, yes, that's our life. I get it. I'm the marketer, I'm the receptionist, I'm the secretary, I'm the CEO, I'm the founder, I'm the management. Whatever comes in between, I am everything. Everything. So, I said, you know what? I'm not going to talk about services and stuff today. I'm just going to talk about real life. But y'all, it's just being self-employed definitely have its challenges, especially being a mom and trying to manage everything and trying to make sure everything is in order. But I do want to thank God for the children that I have and how I raised them to be very self-sufficient, and they look after one another and they make sure each other is good. So I really do thank God for that. But today has really been amazing. Really been amazing. And I tell people being a giver is a gift and a curse because sometimes it can hurt you, sometimes it can bless you. But everything that I do, I pray about it. I always ask God to intervene. I always ask God to make sure that my steps are being ordered by Him, and that everything that I do for business or for other people, to make sure it's anointed and touched and blessed by Him. And y'all, this walk is never easy. It's never easy, but I'm still fighting every single day to remain positive, every single day to trust the process, and that everything that I do, every tear that I cry, every stress that I maintain or have, or every high blood pressure that I get, that is for a reason, because I generally love people and I love to help people, and anyone that knows me personally know that. So today I have a particular question, and I tell my kids all the time, I'm very transparent with them, very transparent about everything, really, what's going on in the business. You know, if we got to watch our spending, or if I have to make a sacrifice, and why the sacrifice has to be made, because as of right now, I am their only provider. Well, for years, I've been their only provider. So everything that's done has to be calculated. And I was driving my car today and I was like, you know what, God? I'm tired of calculating life. I'm tired of calculating possible overspending, or I'm tired of calculating. I'm just tired because, you know, for instance, let me break this down with calculating. You guys know in the summertime what we do to save on gas. We turn the air conditioner off in the car. What do we do to save on our energy? We cut the AC off or use fans, something that requires less power. And in life, I have to calculate, because not only am I responsible for 3 human beings, I'm responsible for myself. I look after my mom when she allows me to, because she has her ways, and I respect that. So I only do what she allowed me to do. And I check on my uncles and aunties. They're becoming of age, and I make sure I try to love and help all my people to the best of my ability. But at the same time, I am only one person. But my intentions, I mean absolutely well. So my son, he's just, and I'm talking about the oldest one. You know. But this is my question for you. If you're a parent and you're like me, you know, talk to your kids, give them real life truth, understanding of what's going on, why things are the way they are. So I know I tell my kids all the time, look, I'm not going to do something for one child and not do it for all of them. I ain't that kind of parent. So when your kid tells you or asks you the question, hey mom, can I borrow $5? And I'm like, what you need to borrow $5 for? Oh, I just want to go to the store and get some junk food. The first question I have is, how you going to borrow something from me? Now, my son, he does get money from other places, but this is the thing, as a parent, I can never let you borrow something and pay me back, because I'm your mother, I'm your provider, and I want to make sure that I continue providing for you. And even today, like, my mom had me go out and get her some food. She wants some food, so I said, okay, yes ma'am, I go get your food. She said, here, I give you the money. I said, no, just go get your food. And I went and got her food, and she tried to pay me. I was like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm gonna give you the money. I said, Mom, I gotta go. It just does not feel right, you know? And my son, he's not even an adult yet. How do y'all take, Mom, let me borrow this? And I tell him, I said, look, if I do something for one child, I gotta do it all for all of y'all. And that just opened up a bigger bill, because it's more than one of you. I got two more. So if I say or show you, I'm gonna let you borrow $5, guess what? The 7-year-old has a right to say, Mama, let me borrow $5 and I pay you back when I get some money, which will probably, ain't no telling when, because I mean, people give kids money all the time. But that's besides the point. But my question to you, I don't know what it is, and I don't mind the little $5 for the junk, but the point is, how do you take your child telling you, oh, well, let me borrow this, let me borrow that, like it makes it like it makes it better, and the fact that they really in their, well, I don't even know if they actually think that you're going to allow them to borrow something, allow them to pay it back, like you're my kid, I'm going to do it. But I guess it's more so psychological and the play on words. Let me tell Mom I'm going to borrow it from her so she can go do it. But if I say, Mom, can you take me to the store to give me some snacks, and she say no, then she's considering the fact that, hey, this is coming out bill money or whatever we got going on. And then at that same time, she has to do for our siblings. Well, let me tell her I'm going to borrow it from her and I'm going to pay it back. Come on, y'all. Come on. I just feel like if I do that phase with the oldest, the other two definitely gonna fall in line. Oh, let me just keep telling Mom I'm gonna borrow this and borrow that and pay her back. I just thought it was funny. Like, what is that thought process? I don't know. But through it all, I'm being positive. I'm about to close out because I've been working really majority of the day. I got some studying to do. Y'all know I always stay in school doing something. I got to. Because when I service people, I want to service them to the best of my ability. I want to make sure that I'm fully equipped educationally to make sure that I can provide and implement a service. So that's really, really important to me to do that. So I'm going to get ready to shut down. But yeah, parents, how do you feel? Now, I guess it's different because mine are teenagers, but I know I will have some people comment that where their children are grown and they're borrowing money. At that point, they getting big money. Yeah, you want their money back. But even though it's just little money, it's just like, where does this start? Because I do not remember telling my daddy, hey, Dad, let me get some money and I'm going to borrow it from you. I didn't use that term until I became an adult, and then I had to take care of adult responsibilities. But here we are. I got teenagers that feel it's okay. Well, let me borrow from Mom and I pay her back. And then I guess it's not too bad because this is something I did do with my kids when we had family night, just sitting around at the house watching movies together as a family. I had bought everybody snacks, bought everybody some candy. And they was like, oh, Ma, I want some of your stuff. Oh, I want some of this. And want some of that. So we did a trade. So I was like, no, give me some of your stuff. We're gonna, you know, trade it out. So little stuff like that. But I just want to know y'all thoughts as parents out there. Do you let your kids borrow things or borrow money? I would say my daughter is overly obsessive with borrowing stuff, and it gets on my nerves. Like, girl, I buy you your own deodorant, your own perfume, leave mine alone. Stop borrowing my stuff. But yeah, how do y'all feel when your kids tell you they want to borrow something from you? It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be anything particular. I just want to know, what's your thought process? How do you feel about that? Till next time, y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.